God, huwag na po sanang umakyat pa. Ito po yung itsura niya. Sana tumigil na yung ulan. Please. Oh my God. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how I cleaned up one of my dolls. So she's not a new one. I've already had her for quite a while. And to be quite honest, I'm feeling kind of sad and worried right now while I'm doing this video because currently we're having a very strong typhoon. It's ravaging our country, the Philippines. And I'm worried because outside our house it's already flooded, and currently it's already nighttime here, and since we cannot sleep because of course we have to monitor and check that the flood hasn't entered our house already. So since we're just hanging out and then waiting and hoping and praying that it won't happen, I thought that okay, it wouldn't hurt if I just show you what I did earlier while I was doing is to keep my mind off things. Probably you can hear at the background our roof is like clanging because of the very strong wind. Yeah, so all I can do now is adapt about it a bit, since if I'm going to allow stress to overtake me, and it's only going to make things worse. But anyway, yeah, so at the beginning of the video I showed you what's going on at our place, and fingers crossed and God willing that nothing bad will happen to me and my family and the rest of the people in our neighborhood and our country. But anyway, so let me go ahead and show you how I cleaned up my doll while there's a typhoon going on outside our house. Alright, I was initially planning to make this like a clean up video of 3 dolls. So this doll is Philomena. So she is one of the dolls that I customized by dyeing her vinyl body. So she looks rough for wear, so she definitely needs a cleanup. And this wigless doll is a Julie. I named her Sasheen, and she used to sport like an ivy wig. However, I decided that I no longer want her to wear that wig because it really doesn't do anything for her. So she needs a better wig, and I'm going to, re-wig her. And then the last one, this is the doll I will be fixing up for the meantime. So this is a Samantha doll. She's a Pleasant Company Samantha. She has cut hair, but she's one of my favorite dolls because she looks really unique. She has dreamer eyes. So for the meantime, we're just going to be focusing on this Samantha doll, which I named Reagan after, The Exorcist, which is one of my favorite horror movies. So nothing really can compare with it. Even though I've already watched it, I'm still get scared whenever I see Reagan when she's already possessed. Like, okay, she's so scary. But anyway, so as I mentioned earlier, I was originally planning to do all the 3 dolls in one video. However, my sister informed me that the flood is already rising, so I had to stop with this Samantha doll with Reagan, and I had to help around raise some of our furniture, our clothes in a higher level, so that in case, fingers crossed, it doesn't happen, God willing, the flood enters our house, at least we'll still have dry clothes. And of course, we'll have to raise some of our items like shoes, because it's if they get water damage, then that's going to be really bad. There's really nothing that I can do right now but pray. Earlier, my family were thinking of evacuating. Okay, however, the flood is already high, and we were thinking where will they go, because I was planning to just remain here. This is not the first time that our house was flooded, but it happened like I think 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And back then, I still stayed behind here with my brother-in-law because we couldn't leave our animals. So we had several pets. Right now, I have a cat, and then we even have puppies, 3 puppies, and then 4 dogs. So I cannot just abandon them, and we cannot bring them with us when we will all evacuate. So I thought I would rather just stay behind, and then at least I can make sure that they're okay. And if worse comes to worse, I can of course make sure that they are placed at an elevation so that they can at least have more chance of surviving. Because unlike most people, I consider our pets to be our family members. So it's like leaving like a relative behind, and I really cannot do that. So yeah, so let's hope and pray that it won't happen, that the flood would subside and it won't enter our house. Because, as I said, this is not the first time that something like this happened. It happened several times. Now it's occurring more frequently. I think this has something to do with global warming because our environment is really, really messed up already because of the pollution, because of the lack of trees, and then the things that we do with our planet. So I think this is really a wake up call for all of us that we shouldn't really abuse our nature, our environment, because things like it could happen. And I know that this happened recently also in the US. So Florida and people who live in the Appalachian Mountains, they were also flooded and many people died, and I'm really really sad. Typhoon Christine, the typhoon that we're having right now, already claimed several lives in some of the provinces. And to think that it's almost Christmas time, so I believe that this Christmas is not going to be that happy. Of course, we'll still try to enjoy ourselves and then, feel the Christmas season, but in light of what happened, because what happened in the US and also here in the Philippines, many people died because of these calamities. So I don't think people would be really, really in a festive mood. But I'm still going to try and do my best because things like this is really part of our lives. So if we're going to just focus on our loss, focus on what's going on that it's not really positive, it's really going to just make you even more miserable. I'm not saying that you should just forget or, not think about the people who lost their lives, or you should still prioritize your enjoyment even though a lot of people lives were damaged, their property were damaged, and of course this is going to be a financial burden on them. But it doesn't really matter if you spend a lot of money on Christmas. You just have to celebrate it in a way that is meaningful. You just have to be with the people that you love or you care about, and even though it's not really extravagant, it's not really something that you're really accustomed to, as long as you have your people, the people that you care about with you, that's what really matters. But anyway, so here's Reagan. So she's all dressed up in this witch costume. I had this costume for a very long time, and I'm happy that Reagan is now wearing it in time for Halloween. So she's a very, very cute witch. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this short video. Sorry that it's a bit melancholic because of what's going on right now. Hopefully, by next week, I'll be able to make a more uplifting video. Alright, so stay tuned for more videos to come here at Totally Dolls. God bless and bye bye and stay safe out there.